Princeton study. Two people sit down. One of them is given a $10 bill. And when they're given that $10 bill, they're told these rules. That you need to partner with the person across from you and come up with a fair way to share that $10. And if both of you agree, you both get to keep the money that was being offered. And if you don't agree, then neither person gets any money. Would you believe that the person without the money would rather go away from getting any money at all unless they thought that the money was split fairly? And again, even so, would you believe that the person with the $10 wouldn't create a fair breakdown of that money, despite the fact that neither would get any if they didn't share? Pretty crazy, right? So usually it was considered unfair if they were at only like 7-3 or 8-2. As it got closer to 6-4 and 5-5, it became a little bit more fair. And you know, for me, like, I'd even be willing to give away $8 to keep 2. Still more money than I had. Likewise, the person that was on the receiving end, often to spite the person that they didn't think was being fair, they'd come back and offer another deal. Okay, now to go back to that original giver, we'll give you $12 to split evenly. You get 6, they get 6. Well, boom. $12 split evenly with that original one, or one of these other people that turned down the deal, we'll give you $10 to split evenly. And often that receiving person would say, no, I'm out. No $6 for me. I'll take the 5 because I don't want that person to have 6. So why do we act that way? It's pretty crazy. Like, that's part of the give and take. A lot of times we talk about networking. A lot of times we talk about reciprocity. We talk about what we can do for others, what they can do for us. We're giving and giving and giving, and we like to see a balance to that giving. And what we're finding out is that oftentimes the people that build the largest networks are the people that give and expect nothing in return. The people that go onto LinkedIn and just say, I'm going to write you a review and a recommendation because I believe that you deserve it. They'll write 250 and maybe only get 40 back, and that's okay because they're out there to do better and to build better in the world. The people that give and give and give build better networks and succeed more. Oddly enough, the CEOs that are takers are pretty easy to discover, believe it or not. They're the ones that love to have their name on everything. They put their picture in big and bright lights on the emails and in company newsletters and in the yearly and quarterly reports. Whereas the CEOs and others in the world that want to be helpful and help others grow, they don't feel as if they need to have their picture that big. They just want to make sure that they are working hard to benefit the others. Got my new shirt today, We Choose Difficult. And I think that that's a key message that we all should walk into relationships with. That as we choose difficult, we need to know that as we give, we might not get anything back. And that's okay. It takes a little bit longer sometimes to build that social network. It takes a little bit longer to build that reputation. And we can know that there's much better foundation, much better standing in that truth. We choose difficult. So I stand outside in the snow to talk to you today, just to make a point, and also because the snow is pretty. Choose difficult. Give to your network. Build your network through giving. And those that you meet and those that get into relationships with you are going to be people that trust you and that you can trust them for the long haul. Instead of being a taker who's a faker, just be a real giver.